Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garage Gym Athlete Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Moon. The Garage Gym Athlete Podcast is a result of my desire to build better humans, unequivocal coaches, and autonomous athletes. I've spent the last several years obsessing over program design, nutrition, and every other way you can optimize human performance. This podcast distills the latest scientific research with what I've learned and blends it with the not-so-scientific field of mental toughness. We are here to build you into a dangerously effective athlete. If you enjoy this podcast, you can find out more about our training at garagegymathlete.com. And if you want to pursue more into the field of coaching and programming, head to endof3fitness.com. Thanks for listening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garage Gym Athlete Podcast. Jared Moon here with Joe Courtney. What's up, Joe?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, man. We have Tim Harper. How's it going, Tim?
Going good.
And you've been on the podcast before, but it's been a while, right?
Yeah, I think I was on season 1 or 2.
Yeah,
it was early on, which is awesome. Awesome to
2 years ago.
A lot's changed since then, so it's a good update.
Well, hit us with it, man. Let's dive right into it. So first off, anybody listening, you want to go back and listen to his past podcast. We mentioned season 1 or 2, so you have to scroll back quite a ways, but if you want to listen to it, but update us from then to now.
Well, that was kind of the beginning of my intentional training, like not random, not just like throwing crap together. You know, I had purchased the hard to kill one time, harder to kill, or what, I don't know how to distinguish that from your tracks to go now, but I purchased that and I really liked it. Unfortunately, you know, I've actually been following you since before Accelerate. So like I've been kind of dabbling in that kind of stuff, but the first time I started doing intentional training was with that, and I just started doing my own thing after that. Kind of gleaning from your methods that you posted your videos, and just all, you know, you help out stuff with people who want to help themselves, which I really like, because I'm not the kind of person that wants to pay for something that I can do. You know, like I'd rather buy something one time. So I try to support you with that. You know, I've bought all your kind of one-off things, but kind of frugality and stuff, can't afford like a monthly, you know, subscription. But I did end up getting your programming course.
Program design course.
Yeah, program design course. I was like, the coaching course, and I was like, that's a lot. and then you eventually separated them into just programming. I was like, that's what I want. You know, I'm not coaching any people. I just wanted to learn how to design my own programs, and I've been kind of just messing with that for the last, I think I got that a year ago from last November, I think. Before that, I was just kind of like watching all your free videos and stuff, and there's a lot of good information out there. So my barbell lifts, since I've been intentional, my squat's gone up 80 pounds, my deadlift 110 pounds, and my bench and press have gone up 15 and 25 pounds. Not as much on the upper body, but the lower body has really gone up, and my miles gone down from 6:40 to 6 minutes.
Nice.
My pull-ups went from 13, and I just hit the 20 mark. I was super happy about that.
That's
so
huge,
yeah,
man. That's a lot of pull-ups.
I've just come a long way of being intentional, instead of before I was just doing random high intensity intervals, which I was doing wrong. It's like I was doing like 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 20 minutes. So it was like you weren't really resting, but it was high intensity, you know, just stuff you read online.
Yeah, basically doing a Tabata for a half hour. That's intense.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's great, man. So what's your setup like? I remember the last time we kind of got to tour it a little bit. Maybe we get to again. But
you were working on an insulation corner.
Yeah,
corner
I haven't grown
complete?
that. I haven't grown that corner at all. I don't think it helps that much. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
So this here is the only equipment I had the last time other than the barbell. So I built the power rack there. I've got a 24 by 30 by 36 box,
Nice.
plyo box. This is my makeshift deadlifting platform. It's just like some weight mats that I got from high school, and then a piece of OSB board. I snagged a bunch of bumper plates from the same high school. They were like 50 cents a pound.
Nice.
I was like, heck yeah. Got Concept 2. Got that for $350. It's like brand new condition and everything. It's great.
Jeez.
And then got my Airdyne. Got a bunch of metal plates too. I definitely don't have more weight than I can, or I have more weight than I can lift. I definitely can't lift all the weight I have. I have so much.
That's good.
Can never have too much, right?
I don't think so.
And then I bike occasionally, but yeah, this is still have my safety net. I just like wrap this around the barbell, and if I can't bench it, you can like wiggle out.
Huh.
It's worked. It saved my life so many times.
Oh, geez. Well, I guess if it works.
Wait, so let me explain this to anyone
it's not like
who's audio only. So it looks like you have, joists up in the top of the ceiling, and it looks like you have a strap wrapped around a joist that kind of comes down to your bench press. And then I'm guessing you just have
a bar.
Okay, got it. And so it goes, if the bar goes to that strap, you can still like wiggle your way out. It's almost like a safety bar essentially.
Yeah, so I have it, I can still hit my chest, but then when I shift it up toward my neck, it doesn't touch, and I can like squeeze my head out from underneath.
Jeez.
So I've never like dropped, slipped and dropped and like, oh, save me. Like, oh, that's too much weight. I've definitely wiggled out of there. It just gives me a little more confidence, I guess.
Yeah, that's a pretty creative way to do it too. I never thought about that. So what are your goals right now, man?
Anybody with a garage gym setup. Oh man, my goals. Fitness wise, I'm still chasing a 20-minute 5K. Kind of my 2.5 deadlift, body weight deadlifts. I got the 250 bench that I've been working on. And I'd like to get body weight press. Press is like, I know everybody hates press. It just can't work on the press very much. It doesn't go anywhere. But
dips.
Fitness wise, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep my strength and just trying to get a little bit better on the conditioning side of things.
Yeah, that's it sounds like you're there, man. You've added hundreds of pounds to your lifts and decreased down to a 6-minute mile. Like, where's the end? What are you looking to do on those two spectrums with like how much stronger do you want to be?
I don't know. Like I've kind of asked myself that. My deadlift is like 425 right now. I'm not sure. I don't really know. I haven't thought too much about it now. Yeah, I've gone up 280 pounds on my barbell lifts, and most of it's been the lower body, because that's just something kind of unique to barbells that you can't do much of without weights. Like, you can only do so much with body weight squats and deadlift and stuff. But yeah, I mean, my goals, I just want to keep well-rounded. I'm coming off like a mild shoulder injury, so I've been working a lot on not overworking my joints and doing I went to physical therapy and they gave me some exercises, so I'm incorporating that into everything, trying to work on like more flexibility and mobility, things like that. I'd like to get more upright in my squat. I kind of bend over pretty good, not like too bad, but am I coming through all right? My service?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I have a question. This is referencing last podcast. So if memory serves me correct, I was impressed because you were training, but you also were like shoveling snow in the winter for several hours.
Oh, yeah.
And so like
Still
the
doing.
amount of like actual physical work you were completing in any given day was huge. Are you still doing that during the winter?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a snow blower. I don't
Still no
pay for
snowblower.
a snowplow.
That was the real
Do what?
question.
He doesn't
Still
need
no
it.
snowblower.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah.
He's got that's the secret, man. That's the secret to all the PRs right there, I think. That back-breaking snow shoveling.
Yeah.
That
Got all kinds of back
very,
stability.
very well could be. I definitely, like most people gain weight in the winter, I lose it. Like I trim down in the winter.
That's awesome, dude. All right,
'Cause
man.
I'm just kind of anal, so it's a lot of shoveling, and I got to scrape it to the pavement because that's OCD or whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's good, man. I want to ask some of these questions and see what the answer is these days. What's the hardest workout you've ever done?
Okay, so last time I was on the podcast, I mentioned a rhabdo P90X. I did P90X to rhabdo, basically.
Yeah.
I had a buddy staying with me this last year, and we were working out together, obviously. And I'd come up with this Metcon, and then trying to figure out how to space everything apart so you don't run into each other. It's kind of challenging. So that we had 10, like what is it, medicine ball pike toe touches? I don't know what to call them. Where you just you lay it on the ground, you have a medicine ball, and then you pike up and touch your toes with the ball. Anyway, I had 10 on there, and we're like, man, that's gonna be too fast. I was like, okay, we'll just do 20. So ended up doing, I think it was like 5 rounds of that, and actually got rhabdo again in my abs, which was really freaking weird and awful and just terrible. Actually, it didn't feel that bad when I did it. Like I definitely was struggling, but it wasn't like I wasn't hurting during it. But man, my abs were like swollen and puffy. My wife would like come around, hug me behind, be like, "Oh, fat abs!" Like, like they were just like swollen. It was really weird. But that actually wasn't the hard workout. The hard workout was after that. I'm trying to recover, and I lost like so much. I lost so much everything from that. It's not worth it. Don't push yourself too hard. I went to South Dakota. There's a little bit of elevation. I did like a simple body weight double under workout there, and I was just dying. Like I could not do one double under. It was so bad. I can usually do like 50 to 60 unbroken, and I couldn't do one. And it was really bad, and I'm just like dying this whole time. It's supposed to be 30 minutes, and I'm like, nope, I cannot do this. And it was embarrassingly bad. So it was really not a bad workout, but after rhabdo, trying to recover, and that was like I'd given myself a week and a half or so just of not doing anything. It was rough. It was just rough. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna swallow my pride here and just like I got to work up kind of slowly. It took a long time to actually recover from that, and it was probably 2 months or more, 2 or 3 months before I actually got back to where I was before rhabdo. So it was like backtrack. So guys, don't get rhabdo.
Yeah, don't get
Listen
rhabdo.
to your body.
Wow, I would say trying to work out. It's like saying the hardest workout I've ever done is like when I broke my knee, and I was still trying to work out. Like that's crazy that you were even still trying to push yourself when you had rhabdo.
Yeah. But everybody was kind of worried about it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I've had rhabdo before. I know the drill.
Like it's a cold.
I know the drill. That's great, man. All right,
it was
now,
way worse on my abs, though.
In your opinion, what's the best activity for building mental toughness?
Oh, I was thinking about this.
Training with rhabdo?
Yeah, do that. I think meditation is probably for me a daily activity to practice mental toughness, because you just have to, like, I'm not somebody that just likes to sit down and breathe. You know, like I've always got to be doing something or thinking about something, or, you know, pondering, or I don't know, mentally stimulated at some point. But meditation is just like, you just got to let it go, and it can be so hard, and you feel like a failure sometimes. You're like, holy crap, I've been here like 5 minutes and I have been thinking about everything except for my breath.
Yeah, it's always funny how like you can start and you're like you're good, and then just somehow, somewhere, you're not like focusing on your breathing. You're like thinking about tomorrow's workout or whatever. It's like, how did that happen?
How long have I been off?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
That's great, man. I agree. Meditation is a great one. Now, if you could only have one piece of equipment to train with for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Last time I said a pull-up bar. This time I'm going to go with the barbell.
Nice.
Because you can put a barbell up in your rafters and have a pull-up bar. So
there you go.
No use in having a pull-up bar. Assuming that the weights come with it, I think that was clarified.
Yeah.
Weights and barbell are together. Oh, I forgot to show you my kettlebell.
Huh.
My kettlebell.
It's an old,
Nice.
yeah, it's like a
Like a curl bar.
curl bar, but
I think
you
it's a
use the
skull
swing.
crusher bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nice.
I use that for a lot. Like I can can load it up with goblet squats too. It's pretty useful.
So if you could add any piece of equipment to your gym, what would it be?
Oh man. You know, I don't know. I've got just about everything that I want. Maybe like something like a sled to drag or push or something like that. I don't know. I've been starting to do some like weighted sprints and pulling some 45-pound plates behind attached to car truck tie downs. Kind of it works,
Yeah.
but a sled would be a little better.
You should just start pushing your car, man.
Yeah. There's not far to push it. I live on a busy road, so that wouldn't work very well.
Well, just put the hazards on. All right, man. What is the best advice you have for all the garage gym athletes out there listening right now?
I think there's a few things I was thinking about, and it's not just fitness related. Hope that's okay. One thing I struggled with for a while, especially doing like following you and doing the program design course, is making it my own journey and not trying to replicate your journey. You know, like trying to learn how to just make it mine, instead of like, how can I be like Jared Moon, instead of, you know, as opposed to how can I be a better version of me. So just making it your own thing, make your own journey your own journey. Don't try to replicate somebody else's journey. Don't try to, you know, follow somebody else. Like, yeah, they can have good advice, great tips and guidance and all that, but at the end of the day, your journey is your journey. It's not anybody else's journey. And even if you did everything exactly the same as somebody else, it would end up different because you're a different person. So I don't know, just that was one of the things. And then another one was control your thoughts. Like that's like with everything in life, literally everything in life. If you can control your thoughts, you can make everything so much better. And that is fitness or not fitness. You know, you're frustrated at your wife. Like why, you know, try to figure out why and control those thoughts, you know. I don't know what. Oh, okay. One more. Yeah. Embrace the process. it's not just about checking a box and getting it done, getting it off your list. Okay, I hit the gym today, or I didn't. It's not just about that. It's the process, and I think that's maybe what your book's kind of hitting toward. Like,
yeah, I actually have a chapter on controlling your thoughts and enjoying the process. So we're on the same page, man.
Oh, cool. Yeah, embrace the process, and that's kind of with everything too. With me, I've been kind of really hitting on like my mental side of everything in my life. So like, I'm a destination person, I'm a check the box person. I'm all right, what do I need to do to have this happen? And instead of just having this list of things, it's really hard for me to just learn to enjoy the process, embrace the process. Like, it's not about getting there, it's about being present, it's about learning and growing. Right now, there's not all right, I checked these boxes, now I'm done. Like, there's never a point of that. And that's just something that is going on with me right now, I guess. That's it.
Love it, man. I mean, 3 great tips. I think very, very beneficial for any garage gym athlete out there listening. Well, Tim, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being a part of the community. It's been fun to see your journey and good to hear that you've made such phenomenal progress over the years. And yeah, man, thanks for being around.
Yeah, thanks for
listening to the Garage Gym Athlete podcast. If you want to learn more, go to garagegymathlete.com. You can learn about our training. Let us send you a copy of our book, The Garage Gym Athlete, or you can even get featured on the Garage Gym Athlete podcast. Thanks for listening.